Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back with a brand new team member ready to do battle with the sepulchral spawn down in the sullen swamps and stagnant sumps of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And no, I'm not talking about Bruce Wayne and his hysterical blindness, although, that is new to the team as well, and hysterically funny, considering his relationship with the Joker, but still, not what I was talking about. No, I specifically was referring to the team's brand new member, Hellion Mercedes Knight, also known as Misty Knight, who is herself mostly known for being a member of Heroes for Hire, and basically nothing else at all, because her powers sorta suck. Well, I say her powers sorta suck, but that's not technically true, since technically she doesn't even have powers. She just has a bionic arm that Tony Stark built. She'd really be the joke member of any team that wasn't Heroes for Hire, but fortunately for Misty, the rest of Heroes for Hire are either equally or more pathetic. And you're saying, really, Pete, more pathetic? And I'm saying, yeah, they are. One guy on the team's only power is that he knows karate. Yeah, superhero, knows karate. Another guy's power is that he can talk to bugs. And I'm not talking about like controlling bugs or getting them to do his bidding or anything. He can just converse with them. That's literally the extent of his power. So, I guess by comparison, Misty is relative juggernaut, since she has, something going for her, at least with the bionic arm. Though the parts of her body that aren't the arm are the same squishy meat the rest of us mortals get, and Misty is continually trying not to rip her arm off while doing bionic things. That's a lookout she has, but, that's okay, because this is Darkest Dungeon, and morale is an important issue. And I think the addition of a laughingstock to the team may be just what the old doctor ordered. So let's gather up a crew here and head down to the old embarkation point and see if maybe Misty can't make herself useful in some particular capacity. I'm not really sure that's going to happen. And also, just like as a general rule, if you, spend money and hire a team of superheroes and Heroes for Hire is the team that shows up, just do yourself a favor and ask for a refund straight away. They're not going to be enough to get the job done. Just ask for your money back. Stress is a bit of a problem. I don't really want to go into the dungeon without some sort of healer, and Misty really is most effective as sort of a frontline combatant. In fact, she should be like the frontline combatant, although she would do okay as well in the second slot. How does old Batman do if we bump him back to third? Pistol shot, grape shot. He can actually, you know what? He's effective from the third position. So let's try this. Since Diana Prince, old Wonder Woman herself, is feeling a little bit of the wrath of the stress mechanic, we're gonna give her a little bit of a rest. Give her a chance to go back and talk to Hippolyta, and I don't know, maybe calm down. Ritually cut off her breasts, whatever it is Amazonians do for fun. They did actually have Amazonians cut their breasts so that they wouldn't get them swinged by bowstrings when they shot. That's not a thing I'm making up. I'm just a myth I'm repeating. It's not necessarily true, because Amazonians by and large probably didn't exist, but as far as the mythology goes, yeah, they would ritually remove, I think it was their right breast? Can't remember. Anyway, let's stop talking about having breast tissue removed. It's fucking, I'm getting off in a weird area here. So we've got a couple missions, all short, which is good. Explore 90% of rooms for, I'm just looking at our rewards. The speed stone is not fantastic. The agility whistle seems okay, except I'm not a huge fan of Houndmasters, although I understand they're considerably better than the last time I played. 90% of room battles. I do quite like Jesters, and +4 accuracy and +4 dodge seems useful. Really what we should do is just focus on which one has the best reward, though, and deeds are definitely a thing that we need. So as much as I don't relish the agility whistle for the old Houndmaster here, I'm pretty sure we're still going to be doing this mission. Let's go grab some food. Gonna bring more food than we have been bringing because I have a feeling we're going to need it. So I'm going to bring a full 12 stack of food, still 2 shovels. I'm not going to bring holy water because I did a little research, and it turns out the extra gear that I've been getting and was uncertain as to the source of, yeah, some of our team members just automatically bring stuff into them. For instance, medicinal herbs, our Plague Doctor brings 1 set of those automatically, and our Crusader just brings his own holy water. He's like, fuck it, I'm bringing my own. I can't trust Perfidious Pete to properly equip us, so you know what? I'm just going to spring for this out of my own pocket and make sure that if we need some damn holy water, we've got some damn holy water. So, there you go. We have a number of ways to cure bleeds and blights, so I'm not going to bring any bandages. I think let's just go do this. Let's get this done. The Weald is full of long, winding paths. Make sure you bring plenty of torches. Okay. Also, make sure you bring Misty Knight and her bionic arm, because, I don't know, she's like at least as useful as the bionic woman. She could hear really well. Was it Lindsay Wagner? Lindsay Wagner? She had the bionic ear thing going. She could hear pretty good and was really fast on her feet. I think she had bionic legs, too. I don't know, all I ever remember is her being able to hear stuff that's really far away. Not like the $6 million man who had one bionic leg, which never made sense to me. I mean, he's basically the Misty Knight of the 70s, the bionic man. He just had the one bionic leg. What good is one bionic leg gonna do you? So you can hop around really fast? That doesn't make any kind of sense. If the other leg's not bionic, how does it help at all? I mean, other than the fact that you can walk, which I guess is probably a help in and of itself. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. Superman, go look in this old tree. Actually, the old tree is it anti-venom? It is anti-venom. All right, so the curio thing is coming back to me. 775 gold is huge, and for once, Superman not just fucking stealing shit. Yeah, I'm onto your nonsense, Clark Kent, you jerk. Extra torch, another chunk of jade. We're gonna burn one of these torches probably. Well, never mind. I was gonna say before we go into this room, but we have found ourselves a crew of Webbers. And as much as I wish they were a fantastic Weber grill that we could use to pull up a little Weald-oriented feast here, sadly, that is not the case. This is not going to be a Weber grill. This guy's going to be dead very quickly, though. Even though we're down 1 health, I'm very seriously considering using battlefield medicine here. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to do it. These two are going to kill this man. I mean, he's dead. They'll get him. See? Mercedes Knight, she got him. She may only have one bionic arm, but she uses that left hand. Her right arm is the bionic one, if I recall correctly. She just uses that left hand as like a fulcrum point. So she holds her halberd down by her waist and just in one fist at the very end. And then she uses her bionic arm to, that's where she gets her power. It's all about the power and the follow through from the bionic arm. Her left hand just holds it down and sort of acts as a pivot point for the bionics. So the bionics can do their thing. We got to complete 100% of room battles, which means in all likelihood, we have to go to this room. There's probably going to be a fight in here. We do have a trap. Hellions are reasonable at traps, are they not? It's been a really long time since I played a lot of Darkest Dungeon. 20%, never mind. Hellions are terrible at traps. It's going to be all about Batman. Yeah, guy knows a trap or two. I mean, geez, the Trap Master is probably a Batman villain. And I say that because, I mean, Batman's rogues gallery includes literally every possible kind of villain. Do we dare? We don't need food that badly. Let's not risk it. If we had medicinal herbs, I would throw some on there and try to pick up a little extra food, but we don't really need food currently. We're not injured. No real advantage in pawing through that. At the end of this fight, we may be, forced to resort to pawing through it because we might desperately need food. Some monsters have a high protection stat. Yeah, I'm aware of how that works. Thank you, Darkest Dungeon. I appreciate the tip. Bruce Wayne resisting a bleed and managing to not come down with rabies, which is nice. We're going to go ahead and throw a plague grenade at these guys. Yeah, let's just get the blight started ticking on them here. Alright, so we've got both of those guys blighted. They're going to mark prey, which is fine because they are marking Superman, and if there's one guy on a team I would like to see taking a lot of punches, I mean, Superman is that man. We'll go ahead and have Mercedes hit that dude and start to bleed. 2 per round for 3 rounds, so it looks like they may have lowered the damage on if it bleeds quite a bit. If we have to take a crit, a 2 damage crit is exactly the sort of crit I don't mind taking. But it looks like they may have lowered the damage some on if it bleeds and upped the bleed quite a bit. 2 per round for 3 rounds. I mean, that's a 6 damage bleed. Overall, it's 10 damage in aggregate. I mean, it's not nothing. It's not fantastic, but it's something. Guy's almost dead. Here comes the old escape cloud. This will blight us, or has a chance to blight us. Yeah, that's actually quite bad. Misty Knight is not having a good day. She's blighted. Is that just ticking for 1? Okay, it's only 1 damage. That's, all things considered, probably not going to end the world. And you know what? Let's just have her cure that. Yeah, we'll just end Adrenaline Rush. There we go. 1 point heal. We'll get rid of both of those blights and bleeds. We've got the extra damage in the sack. We can handle it. That guy's going to bleed to death anyway. Anybody else bleeded or requires a heal? You know what? Let's throw more heal at Misty. Again, she tore her damn arm off. This is the problem with the bionic arm when you're not prepared for it. You'll rip it straight off of your body and there's nothing you can do about it. This guy's gonna die from the blight that our plague doctor put down, so we don't really have to even take an action if we don't want to. Let's just keep stacking on as many 1-point heals as we can. And there we go. So a little bit cheesy, a little bit you're kidding me. We completed that quest already? Holy shit, that's amazing. So there were a whopping 2 room battles in this dungeon. This is my kind of dungeon right here. All right, well, we should definitely do a little more exploring. Let's throw the gold key in the heirloom chest here. And I say oh yeah, sweet, sweet sapphire. The sweet, tangy taste of scrumptious sapphire. Did I just bail out of the dungeon by accident? I just bailed out of the dungeon by accident, didn't I? I certainly did. I am a dumb, dumb man. I actually wanted to keep going around in that dungeon because we had... Alright then. I mean, we had a bunch of extra food and whatnot, so yeah, I guess we'll just do another one, that's fine. So 2 resolve EXP, picking up Lurker for Bruce Wayne. I mean, totally appropriate. Bruce Wayne is most effective in the darkness. Backtracker for Mercedes Knight. Hey, useful team member picking up a useful ability. I can't even make that joke stick. Plus 20% scouting chance in the Cove, which I've never even seen. Interesting. We did get to resolve rank 2 with our Crusader as well, which is quite nice. Superman sort of leading the charge. We have the Sanitarium unlocked, which is good. It means we could cure Batman's hysterical blindness should we choose to do so. And I think we probably should choose to do so. Let's go see who's on the old stagecoach here. What is an... Okay, so we've got an abomination. Interesting. What do you do, Lucy? Is this a dude or a lady dude? I can't really tell. So we have Night Owl, Eldritch Slayer, Tuckered Out, which is terrible. And Bad... I don't really like the look of this cat at all. I'm not familiar with the Abomination. Would probably want to do some research on those as well. And he comes with every ability all at once unlocked. That's really weird. I'm not fully up on him, but actually it's Tuckered Out, really, that's sort of getting me. If his health is below half, he's at minus 10%. I don't really care about Bad Gambler, but Eldritch Slayer and Night Owl, neither one are... I think we'll hold off on the Abomination. We are going to pick up a Man-at-Arms, though. Man-at-Arms, quite good. And another Highwayman I don't really think we need at the moment, so let's just head back into the dungeon here. We should probably send our Vestal in just for a little stress relief. I kind of feel like we have to. So we've got the Sanitarium. We could get rid of Bruce Wayne's hysterical blindness. I mean, that would be beneficial as well, but I really feel like stress relief is more important. Bruce Wayne not currently experiencing any stress. You will only meditate? You will do anything but meditate. Well, that's fine. We'll have you go to the transept and pray. Wonder Woman is going to go commune with her ancestors. That'll be fine. And I think we'll just embark on another mission very quickly. And we'll go with the exact same team we took last time. Should be fine. No, don't go to the darkest dungeon, please. We can go to the Cove, which starts at Veteran. Holy crap. Well, that's definitely well out of our reach. We have an Explore 90% of room for a Grave Robber only item. We don't have a Grave Robber. We have an Abomination item. We just passed on an Abomination. And then we have Eldritch Killing Incense, which is Occultist only. I really like Occultists. Before we do this, let's go back to the Stagecoach very quickly. Can we upgrade? We can. I think we increase the size of our hero roster should be our first priority. And we'll just go do, I mean, Killing Incense and Deeds are going to be what we're lowest on again, since I keep squandering them. Let's go do another 100% of room bottles. Maybe we'll get as lucky with this mission as we got with the last one. That would be delightful. Maybe I also won't be an idiot this time and just bail out as soon as the mission is done, like the chicken shit scumbag that I am. So we're going to take 1 anti-venom, 1 bandage, 1 key, and I think 10 torches is probably good. Actually, wait, we get anti-venom for free, right? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay, this item cannot be sold. It might be a free... Okay, so we do get holy water and... Okay, those come for free. All right. I can read. Reading is fundamental, folks. It puts the F in fun. Also the R in reading. And also every letter in the alphabet, because if you can't read, you probably, you know, those are confusing to you. Then again, I'm the guy who just idiotly bailed out of a dungeon, so... Why do I already... Did I get scouting when I walked into the dungeon? That's really weird. Alright, so we have to complete 100% of room battles, and man, there is a lot of awful between us and even our first room battle. Room battle with a curio. So we know there's no room battle there. No real advantage into going to explore that. There are 2 interactables, but I'm fairly comfortable skipping them. Probably should have brought a few more shovels. I mean, one would think Clark Kent should be able to power through any barrier sort of on his own, unaided. But, clearly Clark is, you know, he's worried about the whole world of cardboard thing. He's like, oh, I can't do too much damage. I gotta be careful. I'm Clark Kent. I don't want to hurt anyone. Meanwhile, Mercedes Knight's bionic arm still getting the job done. Say what you want about Mercedes, she came to play. Pamela Isley, little poison ivy, delivering a little bit of poisonous blow, and the surprise against those spiders keeping us in very good stead. Picking up 750 gold and a spare shovel, which is sweet. Oh, Clark Kent is gonna... You know what? Serves you right. Fucking Superman, you scumbag. You deserve that, Clark Kent. We have to anti-venom that. We don't have a healer. We can't afford to take that damage as much as I might like to devote anti-venom for maybe interacting with a festering, rotted tree stump or something. We can't let Superman be poisoned. Apparently, fucking chest was filled with kryptonite. I mean, that's Superman's one weakness. Except it's not a weakness at all. If it was a weakness, kryptonite would have, you know, at some point inconvenienced Superman. Usually it's just like a mild irritant and then somebody comes and moves the kryptonite and Superman is fine again. Is it really a weakness when it's that easily thwarted? I ask. To no one in particular. Is kryptonite Superman's actual kryptonite? I kind of feel like it's not. It's my kryptonite. Yeah, whatever. You know what's my kryptonite? Poorly scripted television. That's my kryptonite. Because it's mildly inconveniencing to me until I just turn it off and go, man, this show's not very good. And then I switch it off and I'm like, oh, well, you know, the problem's all better. Totally fixed itself. So this is, unless I'm mistaken, bandages? Aha! Eerie spider web, picking up some citrine, a little extra gold, another chunk of jade. Man, imagine all the loot we would have gotten from our last dungeon if I wasn't an idiot. That'd be, yeah. I mean, we'd be rolling in swag. Alright, this is more challenging. The stress is going to be a pretty serious problem for us. This is the one thing we are not really well equipped to deal with. And the fact that these slimes can generate more slimes is likewise problematic. Little Eldritch Push for Misty Knight. Misty must have taken that one on the old bionic arm. We're going to load these guys up with Blight. Ah, the Blight does not... Well, a critical Blight doesn't make it do more damage. It makes it last longer. That's intriguing. Misty with the hit. Man, you know what? We have not been getting very many misses with our crew. Huge shot from Soups. Alright, Clark Kent. I mean, sometimes I guess it's okay to stop living in a world of cardboard and just bring the pain. Let's have you shoot this man. Batman lurking in the shadows, coming out with a powerful blow that fells a foe. Batman not really known for rhyming. That seems more like a Riddler kind of thing. And once again, Misty Knight taking a shot on the old bionic arm. There's our first dodge or miss. I think that may be our first dodge or miss of the campaign. This guy is already dead, so you know what? I'm not even going to bother killing him or throwing more damage at him. I'm just going to use heals and whatnot. We can mark a target or we'll get 6 torchlight. I mean, that's useful. I'll take free torchlight. And, I mean, this is not going to stack between fights, so no reason to not go ahead and kill you. And Bruce Wayne finally pulling off his whole no-killing policy and getting to do some reasonable work. What is this thing? A pristine fountain. Well, I mean, it is pristine, so let's have Clark Kent investigate. Ah, 20 stress relief. All right, that's good. We needed some stress relief. So no room battle in here, and that is our goal. If we need to, we can always backtrack this way. I mean, if we're getting desperately greedy for loot, we can always swing back around. Clark Kent learning his lesson since the last box was filled with fucking kryptonite. This one he's like, no, it's fine. Anybody else wanna take a look in this luggage? Maybe anybody? No, Superman, you fucking did it once. Now you do it again. Great. Now we taught him a bad lesson. Now he's gonna steal every loot because he's gonna be like, oh, there was gold in the last one. Be like, remember the time there was kryptonite? Be like, what are the odds? It's radioactive shards of a planet from another fucking solar system that's, you know, indescribably distant from Earth. What are the odds that a shard of that planet wound up here? I mean, and in this particular box of luggage. Superman's one weakness, by the way, is ultra rare. That's the other thing, too. Is that really a weakness? Be like, oh, you know, I'm weak to something that barely exists. It's really, I mean, my one weakness is a thing that's ludicrously hard to find as well. My one weakness is a sober celebrity. It's not funny. I think we go for the blight attack back here, even though these guys, it really seems like they should be more resistant to blight. What is their blight resist like? 60%. Okay, we've just been getting stupefyingly lucky. I'm going to stop doing that then. Let's go for the high protection. We're going to get very little damage out of this guy. Probably should hit him with a bleed now that I think about it. Still, man, Clark Kent. I mean, I want to hate Superman because I hate him so much, but he's been so good. It's hard to bring the hate. He's such a goody two-shoes. It's hard to hate him properly. Double resist for our team. Man, Batman must have given everybody a little bat resistance serum before the start of the mission. Well, clearly not Superman. But then again, do you really think Batman is in the business of helping Superman? Does that seem like a thing that Batman is in the business of doing? I gotta think it's not. And bleed and blight. Take that. And you know what? We're gonna do that again. That man is also gonna die. He's got 6 damage stacked on him. Let's go ahead and start throwing some blight at this cat. Not because it's a great idea. His blight resistance is huge, but simply because, you know, I mean, it's poison ivy's one bit. That's her whole shtick. She's got the blight. She's got the poison. That's what you get with the poison ivy. You get poison. You don't really get much else. You get poison. Poison ivy. Bruce Wayne slitting some throats. Misty Knight, get a hack in for 4. And I think the bleed might be enough. Let's cure this blight off of Superman here. Somebody go pick up the chunk of kryptonite and throw it out the fucking window so Superman can be fine again. Oh, look, yeah, now he's back, and here he comes to save the day. I hate him so much. 1,000 gold is very nice. This time, we're actually going to continue adventuring, I hope. Alright, so let's open this heirloom chest. Unlocks a hidden compartment. 6 deeds. Well worth the trip, then. And this time, I'm not just going to click the quest complete button like an asshole. This time, I think we're going to go look around a little bit. These 2 rooms are empty, and we do have to fight to get there. Since we know they're empty, not really, I don't really relish that particular task, but I think we will dig our way through here. No telling what could be in this last room. This one's a mystery box. We gotta go look in the mystery box, Monty. And we picked up an extra 1,000 gold and change for our trouble. And we're continuing to enhance Superman's unrepentant greed. Somebody must have hit him with red kryptonite because now he's all greedy and awful like the bad Superman. Oh, it's the kind of Superman crazy power. That's what a red kryptonite does. All the various and sundry colors of kryptonite are asinine. Just throwing that out there. Superman's one weakness sometimes isn't a weakness. It just makes him a bigger jerk than usual. Which is something. You know what? Maybe red kryptonite is the most powerful kryptonite. I mean, if it can make Superman a bigger jerk than he already is, it must be reasonably powerful, because Superman's a douche. Comes the old blanket fire. And if you think, oh, you know, he does know what he's talking about with the whole Superman's a douche thing. Yeah, here's a challenge for you. Go back and count the number of times that he killed Jimmy Olsen or Lois Lane, because it's a lot. He's killed both of them a lot. A whole lot. Especially Jimmy Olsen. He's murdered the shit out of Jimmy Olsen. Toss some blight from old Poison Ivy back there. We got everybody blighted up, so these guys are dead as soon as they get in action. This man's just gonna get his throat cut right now by the bat. I am the Knight. Wow, Batman left that guy fucking on the ground in a puddle of his own innards. Jeez, Batman. I guess he's going with true Bat fashion, though. Everything has to serve multiple purposes. We can't just have defeated a villain. We also have to make a lesson, you know, make an object lesson of him, so that no other villain will ever even consider being a villain. We could dig our way through here and fight to interact with 2 curios. Is that worth it? Honestly, I think not, considering the supplies we have at our disposal. So let's just get out of here. We've already made pretty good loot out of this. We're going to get about 3,000 gold just in cash and consumables. in addition to our quest reward, so pretty solid haul.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be
Also
fought.
picked up, what, Eldritch Killing Incense, which, I mean, it's something. The deeds are nice, the gold, and the more heirlooms. So we got quite a few deeds, which is fantastic. We might have enough for another stagecoach upgrade. And we got Soups and Batman here who are really packing in the resolve. We got to start building out another team. Man, what is up with you and disease, Batman? Hysterical blindness. Now you picked up tetanus because apparently you stepped on a rusty nail. Fantastic. Mercedes Knight. Ruminator is, all things considered, not terrible. Minus 10% stress heals. No big deal. Dark Temptation. The things that make you, are like force interactions with curios are not good to have, but as far as drawbacks go, they're definitely not crippling either. They're largely a wash.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that.
So Diana Prince pulling down 55 stress relief. All right, Wonder Woman is back and ready to deal the wonders. Let's see what other potential new crew members we have. Ooh, okay. So we're going to pick up both a Houndmaster and an Arbalest. I really like Arbalests quite a bit. They're very good. Do we want to increase the number? Honestly, before I increase the number of available heroes, I would be more inclined to increase our roster size again. I'm very tempted to do this. What else could... We should probably look at other alternatives for upgrades, though. Armor and weapon upgrades are also going to be important and also take these. Weaponsmithing is very important. It's also ridiculously expensive, though. Like, if we wanted to upgrade Clark, we can't even look at it until we unlock it to see how expensive it is. This is... you know, we still have plenty of slots left available on the roster to pick up crew members. I think probably go ahead and getting our weaponsmithing up is the right choice for now. Because apparently it's going to be a long time before we can even think about level 3 weapon upgrades. Holy crap, that's a lot of deeds. Alright. Well, we're going to take a little while upgrading the old Hamlet, but that's what we're here for. We're here for the long haul, including Mercedes Knight, who can haul things around with her shiny bionic arm that Tony Stark built. That's a superpower, folks. Yeah, superhero. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us, and if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon, might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to go watch reruns of the $6 Million Man and figure out how the hell it is that Steve Austin worked with only one bionic leg. Should be fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.